All right, so what I want to test is basically reading. So let's make something like func s store. Let me move it up here. Func s store, and we're gonna say read stream, a key which is a string, and it's gonna return us. That's a good question. IO reader. It sounds weird, but and an error maybe. Because we're gonna wrap these functions, right? So now read stream, write stream is gonna be internal functions, but we're gonna wrap them with read, write, and easy API to use. Right, so we're gonna say that the path key, we're gonna say the same thing, right? The path key is gonna be as path transform func of the key, right? Then we're gonna say that the file name, or the full path actually maybe, the full path is going to be, actually can we, I think we're gonna say OS open, and we're gonna say there's gonna be an FR file and an error. It's OS open, and I think we're gonna say the path key file name. No, it's file name. It's, I don't like this file name thing because where is path key file name? The path name, the original. I don't like original. This is going to be file name. We're going to refactor this. And I'm going to say this is going to be the full path. The path name and the file name will give us the full path. Is that correct? Leave some comments if you think I'm wrong. If you think we can do this better, because hey. So the full path is going to be the path name with the file name. Because this is the file name, right? I mean, it's clear as that. Of course, that's we're gonna path name original is gonna be the file name. Yes. Full path. Of course, we have some issues here and here. Let's make it full path. And of course here also, it's gonna be full path. Yes, and then we're gonna say here, path key full path. That's what we're gonna open. If there is an error, we're gonna return. Can we return null as a? Yeah, we can. We're gonna return null. Then we have a file. The question is, we can what do we want to return if we want to do a read stream? That's a good question. I think file is a reader, right? File is a reader. But I think we need to have this read stream because we're gonna do decryption and stuff. Decryption needs to happen on the client side, I think. Which happens, right? Well, I mean, we're gonna get... this is a hard one. Is file a reader? That's a question. I think so, right? Yeah, it needs to be. Yeah, we can. Of course, we need to close these files, right? That's the thing. So the problem is with we're reading a file from disk, but we need to make sure we close this. So I don't think it's going to be a reader, but a read closer. which basically means we can just do this. Return the whole shebang, but that doesn't make any sense. But then we can wrap this in a function and we could say, for example, as store and just read. Read the key as a string. And then what we could do here is we could return bytes or a reader. Not quite sure, guys, what we need to do here. There are a lot of options, to be honest. So we could say, for example, we read stream this string, this key. Return null null. R. Right. And then we could say we can make a buffer. New bytes buffer. We're gonna say IO copy fbuff. No. Buff f. And then we're gonna say f close. And then we're gonna return the buff. No. Actually, what we could do is let's do this. What's going on? What did I do? Let's defer it here, F close. Should I do it like this? Actually, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. We can say defer. And we're gonna say add, and then we're gonna return add, right? Does it? Huh? What happens here? Return add, right? Oh yeah, new variables. Yeah, I see. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Is that a thing? Let's test this, right? So let's put it up higher. So we're gonna say here data. We're gonna read what is this? My special picture. Let's make a key. I'm gonna say the key. What's going on? It's gonna be mom specials. We're gonna read the key. These are the bytes. These are the data, right? This is a new store. La la la. We're gonna write this, and then we're gonna read this, right? Then we're gonna say that the R. We're gonna be S read. We're gonna read the key. We're gonna say if R is not null, the error R, right? The error R. Now we have this reader, right? And I think it's important to return a reader because then you are flexible. Then we are flexible. If you just return the bytes, I think it was important to close the file, so we don't need to do that. The user, well, we don't need to do that later on, but a reader is important to have. So we're gonna say R is gonna be, we're gonna say that the B R is gonna be IO till read all R. If R is, do we need this? And I'm gonna say wait, What you could do is, instead of doing, we're going to say this is going to be bytes. Like this. And we're going to say this is going to be a byte, new reader here. My mic is constantly doing stuff it doesn't need to do. Hey, anyway, it is what it is. Yes, we're going to do it like this, because then we're going to read this byte, and then we could say if b is not equal to the data, right, that we put in. We're going to say t error f, we're going to say want this. Can we do s? I think so. Have this. We want data, we have b. What's going on? What is b is not data? Damn, it's I see. Well, what we could do is this, right? We could say string b string data. Is that a thing? Yeah, look at this. It's just working. So because we could say fmt print println, and you could say string b, right? So you could see what we read it, right? Some JPEG bytes. It's fine. It's working. Yay! All right. So help me. What's going on here? We can read. Of course, I think we need to do some more stuff in here, but hey, it's fine for now. And I'm thinking. My special picture. So we have these cool stuff. Oh, we have. What the hell is going on here? Of course, if you store the same file again, this is weird behavior. Well, so it's gonna hash, but why is it the same path and not the same thing? Ah, see, yeah, of course, it's hashing the same path. We do an MD5. No, we don't. Anyway, doesn't matter. We will fix that. We will see what is this, how that happens. It doesn't really matter because it's the same file. The question about there is, what do we need to do when we are storing the same file once again? So we're gonna fix that all later on. The basics first. Actually, we should let's make a delete function so we can actually clean up our tests. Otherwise, if we run the test, we will have these folders sitting around, right? We have read here. Let's make a delete. If you really want to delete something, right? We're going to say delete. We're going to delete a key. We're going to return an error. And the first thing we're going to do, like usual, is make our path key. That's going to be as transform func with the key. And I think we need to do let's do FER. Actually, do we need to stat this, to be honest? Because can we not do something like OS? remove. Removes the named file or empty directory if there is an error. And what's remove all? Remove all, removes pet and children it contains. It removes everything it can, but returns the first error. Okay, I see. Maybe I think I remove all. And it's going to be the pet key full pet. Like this. Let's return the errors. Of course, this we can actually just return this. Unless we want to lock. And even then. But we, like I said, this is very, very early. I think we're going to add much more to this later on in these things, right? Especially if we want to work with a cache and everything. So I'm going to implement the cache, and if you want to work with a cache, we need to bust the cache, and if you delete and blah, 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 and all that good stuff, right? So that's why this function will be bigger. We can actually make a defer func. I could say something like this, right? Or even this. It's going to be pad key full pad, maybe. Actually, file name, maybe. Right. This is going to work. No idea. Can make this test, right? You could say func test delete. Going to be a t testing.t. Could copy this. Let's write it. Let's write mom special key. And let's then say if r is s delete key. T error f, not error f. R. Let's make another function actually. Has key. We need to make these pad keys all the time, right? We need to make these transform funcs all the time. What's going on? I think I could do something like file information is os stat. The key. No, not the key. The pad. Full pad. What am I doing here with this capital P? Full pad. What are we gonna do with this error? Has. Do we care about this? Look at this. What we're gonna do is if add is not null, I'm gonna return false. Is that a thing actually? Should we do this? So let's say if we have and we are trying to stat something and we get an error in statting, I'm gonna turn false. You know what I mean? It's then we're gonna say how can stat actually return an error? Anyway. Wait, maybe let me see what stat does. Stat returns a file info describing the file name. If there is an error, it will be bad error. It's a bad error, eh? Because we don't get this file info, right? Is not exist, which is a boolean indicating whenever the error is known, report directly, exit. Nah. New code should use fs. Fs error not exist. Is that a thing? Error not exist. Man, this is crazy. If r, what is this? Should use return r is not equal f not exist instead of if. Why? Because if the error is the file not exist, then we return false, right? Because we don't have the file then. I don't understand. Am I stupid? Maybe. Maybe. Whew, man. Let me clean up these folders real quick, actually. Do we have no shenanigans, right? So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test store delete key. I'm gonna store this key and I'm gonna delete this key. So I'm gonna run this test. And then you see deleted from disk. But the problem is this is still here. But the file is gone. The file is gone. The file is gone, but the folder is still there. Oh man. So what do we do? Do we remove these folders also, or what is this? I thought remove all. I really thought remove all would remove the whole shebang. Not gonna lie. What happens if you do remove all, the path key, and we say we're gonna remove the path key path name? What's gonna happen then if we do this again? Let's delete this. Boom. That's crazy. It's deleting, that's for sure. Removes the named file. Removes path and any children it contains. Oh, but man, why is it not working? The path name, path. That's crazy. That's crazy. I was really assuming that OS remove valve would delete the whole shebang. But apparently it isn't. Let me think. Then we could do 2 times, right? You could do... But that doesn't make any sense. Oh, but this... It's full pad. Yeah, full pad, right? So we're deleting the full pad, so I don't know why this is not gonna work, to be honest. Why does VS Code not... Yes. Boom. So we deleted this file name. Yeah, I understand. It's gone. I completely agree. Weird behavior. So let's do something like... There's not null. I'm not quite sure if this is the right approach, to be honest. But hey. Now return. We're gonna say padk full pad. We're gonna say... Yeah. No, not the full pad. This is gonna be then the pad name, right? Pad name. It should delete everything. It is what it is. I don't understand. Let's open up... Let's remove this folder once again now. Right? And let's do this again. Alright, now everything is... No! What's going on? You know what? You know what we're gonna do? Wow, what is this, man? Is this Windows shenanigans? What we're gonna do is... we're gonna say padkey, make a new function. We're gonna say p padkey first pad name, and that's gonna be, it's gonna return a string, and we're gonna say return strings split the p pad name, and we're gonna split it with this. And we're going to return the first. Alright, and we're going to say, we're going to double check because we are doing arrays. So let's do pads like this. We're going to say, let's make it actually good, right? Because people are going to roast me. So we're going to say this. This is going to be the pads, right? I'm going to say if len pads. If len pads is 0, right, then we're gonna say we could panic here because if we want a first pad name and it's 0, but let's return nothing. It doesn't matter. I mean, you could say, yeah, pad name needs to return a string and an error, but you could, man, if you could, yeah, I know, but still, I'm a big fan of errors and handling errors, very important. But these things, if you are trying to get the first pad name, but you cannot make a pad name, something is terribly wrong in your system, in my opinion. Something to think about. We could say return, then we're going to return the pads 0, right? The first one, right? So instead of doing this, where is Amar? Remove. Delete, here. Let me try something real quick. Let me comment this out. We're going to say remove everything, but we're going to say padkey the first pad name. Okay? Delete permanently. Do it again. Hey! You see? Now it's working. Haha! So, can we actually do the complete test, actually? Let's do it. Test delete key. Yeah. So we're gonna do our test here. Read everything. And we're gonna test this, and then we're gonna basically just say as delete. Okay. Yes, it's working. Yeah, baby. Yes. Of course, we also want to, basically for our test, if we want to do a complete teardown where we delete everything we just stored, we need to implement the root of the storage. We need to know where the root of the storage is. And once we know that, then we can just delete the complete root, basically. So we could actually say, should we make a function clear? Not quite sure. But anyway, I think this is fine for this episode. And see you guys in the next one. Thanks for supporting. Bye-bye.